Two, one, go.
Call the September 3rd, 2025 Stormwater meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sue, call roll, please.
Here.
Here. Citizens input. The consent agenda. Looking for a motion for the claims, the financials, the public works, and the regular meeting minutes.
Motion to approve the financials, the meeting minutes from August, the claims for $91,106.23, and the Public Works Activity Report.
Second. We have a first and a second. Any discussion? Sue?
Yes.
Yes. Reports, Director of Stormwater Report. I was just gonna kind of inform about our road project right now. By the end of this week, we'll have 15 of the 28 roads completed for the grind and resurface. So that is definitely helps with stormwater. We putting in new curbs and stuff to help with stormwater, so that'll be nice. And then today, and I have a calendar for everybody. On Tuesday, we advertise in the paper the legal for the Sandy Ridge detention project that we're gonna do. So that'll be going on. So I have calendars for everyone that can keep that on their agenda for this month of September, kind of what's going on with that project. Next, we'll go to the attorney's report.
I asked them to make it a board item to agree to just donate over that land, hand over any work period we need. And it's an agenda. And all indications are.
So the land that we need, and Thomas could correct me, is it all homeowners land or is it some of the golf course? Mostly country club. Okay.
So I think it's really just country club, north of
Shannon Bridge
to Main Street there, but south of there is all POA.
And the POA is already, can't wait to do it. Yeah. That was a Ron Hunter legacy signature. That'll be stupid if you just.
Consulting engineers report, Thomas.
I've been on at Briarwood last month, day again last month. And then also the two-stage ditch done and both out there again today.
Yep. I talked to Robert.
And then Sandy Ridge is, said with a pre-bid meeting, 12 bids we do the 24th. At the October meeting. And I'm still waiting to hear, so we talked to CDS about the two-stage ditch there, and they seem okay with it. It's the, now you have to talk to the property owner, it's PRC. I sent another email, because comment, they received, but they've not replied to some answer on them. And then lastly, is reviews. I said Lucky Land subdivision, which almost 2 years ago, reviewed the dead.
Yeah, he hasn't. He stopped. So but the same person, Thomas, is going to be submitting a plan really soon that you'll be getting for a gas station on Route 30. It's the same owner. So, but different sites, but so we'll be starting new.
First site subdivision review and a recommendation for approval on August 12th. See that. And lastly, Central Park. So it's Thomas. Review we've done as well. We said there's not same comments from the last year. We've gone to last.
Okay. I would say I talked to Matt with Pandax, and he is gonna they've come to the decision that they're gonna enlarge the pond. So that's the route they're gonna go. So they're finishing up the calcs and everything, and he's gonna get everything over to you that's needed. So we should be moving on that. Thank you. Town Council Liaison Report, Mary?
Meeting, the exciting part, a lot about the phone board, particularly, the rain garden that happens to be up on the south end of Pheasant Hills Park. And the people that have been involved in cleaning that garden up, because it helps the stormwater, obviously, because there's a manhole right below it. Had 52 hours cleaning it, pulling up weeds, restoring it to what it was before, laying down limestone. But that's all volunteer work by the people that are part of Dyer and Wolf. And it's getting a larger group. I mean, we had 2 new people yesterday again, that are coming to join the group. And I think it's worthwhile. People see them working. In fact, one of the workers was even asked how much he's getting paid for watering the plants in a particular place. He said, I don't get paid, volunteer. So we need to understand, we need to get that word out to everybody, how valuable our volunteer services are. The 2-stage ditch, and I know that you will be contacted soon, because what we'd like to do is, schedule a tour, kind of the 2-stage ditch on top of the berm, you know, on the walkway there, just for our Dyer and Bloom people, and anybody else who wants to join in. I think that would help us understand what that is all about, and make it open to the public, so that people understand, you know, how it's being used and how we are trying to carry it down to the north end. It is. We're also looking for donations. Obviously, you know, we get funded very little. We live on donations. And when we give out basil seeds at National Night Out or whatever it is, you know, we always take donations. And that's always helpful to us, because it helps us thrive and get to new projects. Sometimes people will have grants, or they, you know, they give us some money just because they know how hard we're working, and that's always a good resource. But we always want to get the word out there, we do accept donation, that's the best thing in the world, because it helps all of us, and best of all, it helps Dyer, that's why we're here. We want to make it look really, really nice. The curb appeal sign, that's always popular, we all know that. Because everybody wonders, well, how come they got a sign and I didn't get a sign and whatever. But at least it makes people, they're inspired by what they see. If your neighbor is doing a great job, maybe I need to do something too, or they help one another, you know, plant some new flowers or whatever it is. The last thing is, and I know I have talked to Dave and Frank this morning about recruiting people for our boards and commissions. You know, and we have one person on the utility board who's very good. And he said he was gonna try to send his friend over at this meeting tonight, because this person is interested in stormwater. And I think we need to start looking for people that can help us sustain Dyer, you know, for the long range. We all miss Mr. Hunter, but we really need to have a bench here. We need to have people that are well qualified and enjoy working for the betterment of Dyer. So I think that's one thing that we can really work on. So other than that, I thank you very much.
Thank you. I will say I did get contacted by Pat already, Rosenthal, and she scheduled it for October 7th at 2:30 for the walkthrough of the 2-stage. So, thank you. We'll go to old business, Northgate Pump Station. We're going back and forth with the owner of that property. He's looking at possibly selling the other piece. But as soon as I get an update on that, we'll report. High Point Prairie Drainage. NIPSCO told me they're sending someone out. That was 2 weeks ago. So we're hoping that's going to happen soon. The 2-stage ditch north of US 30. Thomas gave us an update on that. The Sandy Ridge stormwater infrastructure improvements. We got a date, and I'll give everyone a calendar that wants one. So we know the dates coming up for the month. The Hart 2-stage ditch at Briar Ridge Country Club update. I think John gave us that update, and we'll be working on that. Central Park improvements. I don't know, Justin. I don't know if there's anything new. They were finishing all the utilities work out there. So not too much for the stormwater out there right now. There's a little bit, but nothing really I would say to update. Any new business? We don't have any and all.
sent them a formal request. They acknowledged it, and said they're sending out to some other bureau or department and emergencies.
Okay.
The request has been saying it is possible.
Thank you.
Bill Emerson, back at our last earth meeting. And they were just curious about how that could be done. So it was a great conversation, the session bill was so informative, you know, he was really happy with the guy from, NDOT, and this new person that's in charge of it. He was kind of intrigued by the whole idea, so I was totally grateful and then.
Any and all? Motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second, Sue?
Kyle?
Yes.
Aye.